I think it was not set up for this.
Oh, yeah, they were still all set up from the town meeting on the stage.
Okay, did anybody have any changes to the secretary's report?
Does anybody need a secretary's report?
Sure.
Pass one to Catherine, please.
Fine.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, I didn't have one.
And I think the microphones are on. Oh, the red light is
Mine
on.
is.
My red
Yep.
light is on. Red means on?
I think.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty, treasurer's report?
Okay. Nothing much exceptional. You can see just by going down the expenses. And, we did have, we got a check from the town, and I gave them back their money. And, well, we're slowly getting down on the balance in here, because right now we're like, it was like 15,000. So it's working its way down.
Okay.
And really nothing else exceptional. There's a big phone bill because I think I told you this last
Yeah,
time.
you did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right, but this time I had to pay it, so,
Bummer.
yeah. But the actual bill is like 150,
Okay.
and there's really nothing else exceptional.
Okay.
Any questions? Trying to think if there anything else exceptional in here. The reason there's I voided a John K. estate is because after I sent, well, I didn't send it,
Mhm.
but after I made a check out to them, I then read
It's the Fells.
which said, send it to the Fells, make out the check to the Fells. So
Okay.
so,
Okay,
didn't cost us anything.
okay. Anybody have any questions for Marty? Okay. Moving right along here. Okay, Catherine?
I don't think there's really anything in my report. The circulation and the visits seem large, but that's because the month before we had fewer weeks than usual,
Mm-hmm.
which meant that this month we had more weeks than usual, which made for nicer statistics, but
Yeah.
basically it was just the same.
I think that's nice, Catherine, the way you do the program attendance.
Oh, thank you. I think one of you had been asking, so what do these figures mean? So I
Right.
thought it would be more helpful to break it down.
Good job.
And oh, that's this year's to date, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Okay, all right. Moving right along. Okay, I sent out you have in your packet that I gave you the brochure and the new residence letter. It's paper clipped together to your right, Marty.
Oh, is the one that I have in here, is this is one I had from last time.
Okay.
Have you made changes to that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And Leslie brought up adding home delivery service to the new residence letter, so I can add that. were there any other changes to the new residence letter first? It's always a work in progress, so changes are fine. Okay. You can always email me. All right. I didn't, on the brochure, I didn't put the fells in because I don't know what the pass is going to be like. You know, I mean, is it going to cover 4 people
Right.
completely or whatever? So when you find out, would you let me know?
Sure.
Okay, okay. And once that's in, I will add that. So were there any changes to the brochure?
That's the only thing I had was the fells was missing.
Right. Catherine?
I had just a couple.
Okay.
The bottom of the page with library information.
Yeah.
You're saying to check out what's new, and our webpage in the online catalog. I think you sort of combined 2 things there.
Are you in the very last paragraph?
Yeah, sorry.
To find out what is new at the library, see the monthly Webster Grapevine and click on the library catalog tab, and then go to what's new. So what did you want or not want?
Oh, I'm sorry, what was,
Are you looking at the old one?
yes.
Okay, there's a new one now.
Yeah, no, I have the new one. I
It's
just,
okay.
so, oh, click on the library catalog tab. Oh, are you saying for people who've gone to the web page, then click on the library tab?
This is just what I copied down from the last meeting, so if I got it wrong, let me know what the change should be.
Okay, what I had suggested last
Okay.
time was the what's new section in our online catalog.
So you want me to add I've got what's new section in our online catalog?
Yes.
Okay, so just click on the library catalog tab.
No, get rid of that.
Oh. Grapevine, and then go to what's new section on the online catalog.
Yes.
Okay. That might be my fault, the way I took it
No,
down.
no.
And the magazine section, I liked how you had done it before myself.
Is this on the other side?
Yes. I mean, some of the magazines no longer exist, but you has selections from Wired, to Country Living, to Oprah.
Okay, so do you want Wired magazine to Country Living? What would you like?
I think it works better with you using the word to
Okay,
rather than and, because the new way it sort of sounds like those are the only magazines we have.
okay.
Is there 1 2 or 2 2s?
Well, the way Nancy had it originally was Wired magazine, to Country Living, to Oprah.
Okay.
I-
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
That just seems,
So just take out the commas and put in 2.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
and get rid of the and.
All right.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can do that. Okay,
The middle thing on the back side, the
yeah.
1,000 books before kindergarten,
Mhm.
there's no comma in 1,000. I apparently found
Okay.
somebody else in the world who doesn't like the commas.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
I think somebody had brought this up, maybe Leslie, before. Do we still want to be calling the Chromebooks new?
Where are you?
Oh,
Are
I'm
they new?
sorry.
Are they not new?
Well, I had to put them in
Oh.
last year. You pointed out that I was not including them in last year's annual report, so we've had them
So-
around
Okay, they've been here
For-
for a while.
quite a few months.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
are available at the library?
2 Chromebooks may be checked out by anyone 18 years or older.
Okay.
So that was it.
can I go back and ask, how come we have in here masks are required?
Is that still here?
That's the old one, Marty. She took it out.
Oh, I thought I just got, the one
Where
I
did
just got.
Oh.
Well, where did you see it? So I can double check.
What? The church,
Right up in the, right under the library information. Masks are required. This is what you just gave me.
oh, yeah. Masks are required at this time.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Second
Yes,
paragraph.
Good for you.
Oh,
Marty.
yeah. Okay.
I was just wondering how come, since
She-
I'm not wearing a mask.
Yeah, she took it out of something else, so.
Okay.
But I guess nobody noticed it the last time.
Yeah.
You didn't have your sharp eyes, Marty.
Right.
Good job.
No,
Okay.
clearly, that was surely luck.
No, it was your sharp eyes. Just leave it there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So what are we
so
gonna put in? Not required, right?
I'm just gonna
We're
leave
just
it
gonna
out.
leave it out.
Leave it out.
Right, okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. All right. Onto the Webster Gardeners. As Catherine noticed, we had a good turnout at our last meeting, and Marty and George did an excellent job. Just a little muddy here, but it was really informative. I thought both of you did an excellent job, and we had a really good turnout. It just kind of amazes me.
And
So,
the Zoom works pretty good.
yeah,
I mean, she moved me around at one point,
Yeah.
but I didn't need to be. I was fine.
didn't get
But
seasick.
I felt like I was able to, so if we need to do Zoom for somebody who's home, it works
Yeah.
fine.
Good.
Right, and that was really, all you needed was, your, wasn't it your iPad, something like that?
Yeah, she had an iPad.
Yeah,
And I think I was watching from my tablet, so it
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah.
George and Marty, excellent, and Zoom worked great.
So on Sunday, there's going to be a talk about invasive species
and are we,
And a book swap.
and
and a book swap, just a book swap, not swapping plants?
No. And
Okay,
she wants to do it
Okay.
like a Yankee swap.
okay, on the books.
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I was, because I wasn't sure, because I was mentioning it to she's a master gardener in training,
Mhm.
right? So she said she couldn't talk here. Anyway,
Mhm.
and so I mentioned it to her about the swamp, and she said, oh, you should not, because of the jumping,
Worms.
Yeah.
right?
Well, there is going to be one, because we couldn't get the town hall, and
Yeah.
they want to have one, so it's going to be the 4th of June on Pillsbury Lake.
Well, from what she was saying, you should only do them on bare root,
Right,
so that.
and that's what they're going to do.
Oh, then that's fine,
Yeah,
right, because otherwise, there's the possibility of the eggs in there,
Mhm.
you know.
well, I don't necessarily know that I'm going to go to that.
I'm probably not,
I'm not going to either.
Well, we
because
can go, but we just won't bring anything back.
Okay.
of course, I can bring plenty of the worms, because
Oh, thank you.
yes,
Oh,
I
do you
have,
have them?
oh boy, do I have
Oh.
them, yeah. I was cleaning out, another one of my beds, and just jumping worms all over, and of course, but they're great for the ducks and the chickens, they love them.
I would,
They
So-
love them, Marty, but
Yeah.
I belong to a group on Facebook, and I found them in my yard last year.
Yeah,
2 very specific spots,
yeah,
and of course, they're probably everywhere now.
oh, yeah, right,
Because of my shoes, but
right,
they said that they're high, I'm gonna make it up because I don't remember, high in metals, and don't give them to your chickens. Yes, it's true, the chickens love them, but
yeah,
it's not good for them because of their high, you can look it up.
okay, I will,
The Extension Service has some stuff on them now.
Okay, because I was looking at the extension service stuff last year,
Yeah,
and there wasn't
they
any
said
mention of
to the way I got rid of mine was putting them in a bucket with white vinegar.
Right, yeah, right.
And then I baggaged them up.
And then you incinerate them, yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
What they said in the article from Maine, because they're really bad up there too, is that they have the same poison in that pufferfish do. And pufferfish kill 30 people, one pufferfish. So they said you don't want to get like a cut, or you don't want your dog to be eating them or anything. So I'd be really leery about feeding them to the chickens and the ducks,
Huh, okay,
especially if you're eating the eggs.
right,
Just,
well, yeah,
or are you trying to kill us all?
well, that might be, yes.
Yeah, well,
Right.
we do have
And
an
who
ad at the
knows,
Christie.
who knows, in another few years, there might not be any one of us, because I'm eating them 2 a day, at least.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, right,
Well, you just might want to think about it
yeah,
anyway.
okay.
Okay, anything else about the Webster Gardeners that anybody would like to say? I think it's going really well.
Yeah,
And I like the fact that it's not formal. And I think the next time I put something in the paper, I'm gonna write something like, you're welcome to come. This is an informal group. And so people just can come and listen to one thing, and you don't have to come and sign up or pay dues or anything. And Donna's wonderful.
And I think she's leaving, and so I think
She
she's
is.
getting a lot of organizer. I was
Yes,
gonna say, it's a little overwhelming for me, but I thought about it. She's getting ready to leave
yeah,
and
she'll be
let it
gone for
be.
2 weeks.
Yeah, so she's getting things in order, and
Yeah.
I think once she comes back and we get a momentum, I don't
Yeah.
think it will be so.
And Donna Kenny is doing the plant swap and doesn't need any help
At
from
Pillsbury
Donna.
Lake.
Yeah, from Donna, so
and
that's all
who's gonna be
set.
talking about invasive?
Linda Clark.
Linda Hoyt Clark.
Well, she just goes by Linda Clark. She's
Oh.
Hoyt Clark on her email.
Okay, now, she has a brochure, right? Is she
Yes.
actually gonna talk about it?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And people are encouraged to bring, if you have any invasive species at home that you would like to bring in.
Oh, as samples?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can make it, that's a Sunday, but I'll do my best. I bring in sample. I'm sure I have something.
I don't have anything that's up.
I have that stuff crawling on my lawn, but I don't mind it. It's not grass though, but it's invasive, I'm pretty sure. It's red. I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure I have something. Okay.
All right. Air conditioner, what have you heard, Catherine?
I've had a couple people come in. One has given a quote. The other I'm still waiting on a quote. And I actually had asked people on the Facebook page if they had recommendations, and people gave recommendations. And I just have not followed through on that yet.
Okay.
But it would be nice to get somebody local.
What kind of a quote did you get? About?
It was 8,000-ish.
Okay,
The Clough person had quoted 7,000-ish.
okay.
So
That's
it's sort of
very good.
interesting, the man who showed up. I had gone looking on Angie's list. I wanted to see if there were any people listed. Now, apparently, when you use Angie's list, they find out that the people you're checking on also find out that you're checking. So I got several phone calls from this person. He's from Manchester, which seems to me a little far away. And it is $8,000. I really liked him though, unfortunately. But
And what about, yeah, so wasn't it, didn't you say Clough?
that, he gave me a quote some months ago,
Uh-huh.
and that was in the 7,000s. And
And,
I'd be happy if I could find somebody other than Clough to go with, but,
okay, how about Shook?
oh, he wandered in
Yeah,
one day. I had no clue who the man was. And it doesn't matter, I'm getting off topic.
yeah,
But he came in and looked around, and
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a quote
Okay.
from him.
okay.
And Heritage only does residential
Oh,
things. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that years and years ago, I had checked with Shook, Heritage, and Clough, and got quotes from all three.
Yeah,
They
I
only
mean,
do
because-
residential now.
yeah, because we use Shook to put in, one of those, what are they called? The mini, come on. You know what I'm talking-
Exchange, yeah, I know what
Heat
it is.
pump.
Heat pump.
No, it's not a heat pump.
Oh.
No, but anyway, we have an air conditioner, that's installed, and, yeah, said he put one in for us, and he was pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, we had to be on his list, but it wasn't that bad. So, I mean, this is obviously bigger than what we had, but anyway, you said that you did make a call to Shook and,
No, he actually showed, right, I
Oh,
emailed,
okay.
he showed up, and
oh, okay.
I haven't heard back yet.
All right.
Oh, one of the things I had not liked about Clough, and apparently that was just my ignorance, was he wanted to put in a dual heating and cooling thing. And I felt like, we don't need that, we
You're
don't need that. But actually, I learned from the one from George's Heating and Cooling in Manchester, that's pretty much all that's produced for that type of unit nowadays. He
Well,
said he could get me one that indoors was just cooling, but the outdoor part, there was no choice.
Well, I suppose you just never turn on the heating part,
Right.
that's all.
Yeah,
I had just felt that it was overkill.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like wasted money.
yeah.
Exactly, but apparently,
Yeah, because we ended up just getting an air conditioner.
Right.
We don't have a heat, so. And that was cheaper than the heat,
oh, sure, I would imagine.
yeah, so. Well, okay, and is this one working at all?
Oh, it works fine, it just drips.
Oh, okay, okay. And, right, and we've already been told that they cannot
Right.
fix it,
They came out
yeah.
not this past summer, but the summer before, and did something and said if it continues to drip or if it starts dripping again, you need to get a new one.
Okay. Well, it's at least 15 years old.
Right.
Right.
We've gotten our money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I thank Marty for that every summer. My other trustees had no interest in air conditioning.
Well, it was because
And it was horrible
Well,
in the
they
summer.
weren't in here like you are.
well, what happened was, I remember I was the one who insisted on getting new carpeting, right? Because the
Oh,
carpeting
right.
must have been like 15 years old at least. You know, the carpeting was really beaten up. And then I remember Catherine saying, "We're just getting new carpeting. It's so hot in here."
Oh, it was just horrible.
Yeah.
It was so
Well-
horrible that the selectmen took it upon themselves to put in I don't remember if it was in town meeting or they just did it, to buy a window air conditioner for the library. They just took it upon themselves because it was so horrendous. But a window air conditioner couldn't
No,
handle
No,
the
that
ceiling's
space.
in there.
right,
Right,
Yeah.
but that's how bad it was.
yeah.
Wow. No, this, I mean, it leaks, but when it's not leaking, it works really well, keeping it cool in there. So I only have to wear one sweatshirt. Okay, anything else about the air conditioner? Okay.
Not yet.
All right. So I let you know that I had an attachment from Dana, from the Department of Labor, where they had their very first in-person ever, they just came through and they looked at everything, yes, an inspection. The only thing that pertains to us is the sheet that I gave you. And so, one of the things that they talk about, the description of the violation, is they're talking about, and this is at the top where it says, during the inspection, it was observed that that has nothing to do with us, air conditioners, space heaters, and other similar appliances were plugged into relocatable power taps and/or extension cords. These type of appliances / equipment consume a large amount of electrical wattage and are required to be plugged directly into a wall outlet in order to avoid potential electrical fires due to exceeding the RPT's maximum rated wattage. Power strips should be used with low power load equipment such as computers and audiovisual equipment. Extension cords are only for temporary use and are not meant to be permanently plugged into a wall outlet when not being actively used. So they called the library on the desk area, printer plugged into power strip, copier in corner plugged in extension.
So
So-
where is that?
So, in
Was
other
that my
words,
office? No, I know
Oh,
where it
I'm
is on the
sorry.
paper.
Yes.
Is that my office area?
Yes.
Okay.
and also the, you know, obviously,
The
You know,
copier?
yeah,
It's just a
right.
copier.
I mean, basically, we should be shutting off all the power strips, right?
No, it's
We
not
shouldn't
supposed
be
to be
using
plugged
them.
in.
Oh,
And we shouldn't use extension cords. Things need to be plugged into the wall.
Well, it says,
Well-
power strips should be used with low power load equipment such as computers and audiovisual equipment. Only temporary use, okay.
But
All right.
apparently the printers are not considered,
Right.
or copier, low power.
Okay.
okay.
So I looked, I can move my office printer around a bit. I'm not happy about it, but I can move it so that it can plug into a wall outlet,
Okay.
and that will take care of that one.
Okay.
And the public use copier, there's an outlet in back of that oak secretary.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I think it can reach. I have somebody who's scared of our fancy copier, so she continues to use
The old
the
one.
old one.
It
And-
works? I didn't
And
know
so
it.
as long as it continues to work, I don't think we should get rid of it. As I said,
No.
she's
Yeah.
basically scared of the other one. However, the
Okay.
last time she was in to use it, she was complaining about the quality of the copies. So I need to go into it and try cleaning something on it and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, I'm thinking it's time for it to retire. But if it does work, I can get Jim to help me move the oak secretary out a bit so I can, find
Just
the
be
outlet.
very careful moving anything like that.
oh, because I'm not sure the top of it is attached.
No, I'm
so-
not sure either.
So there is a solution for both of those problems. I'm not really happy, especially with the office one, because not often, but occasionally I need to just unplug the printer,
Which
to-
printer?
the one in my office.
Oh,
It's having issues and I need to physically unplug it. And the plug is just sort of the outlet is sort of hard to get to.
Well, I
But it's
wonder-
not, it's survivable.
I wonder if a solution would be that plug it in when you use it, unplug it when you're not using it. And that way, I mean, you don't use it that often anyway, really. And that way it's not plugged in at all to anything, except when you're printing.
Uh-huh.
Then you could use the extension, actually, if she
Well, I
did
think
that.
they're saying no, but are you assuming I won't get caught?
If it's unplugged,
If,
you won't
yeah, if
get
it's
caught.
completely unplugged, if it's, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be really hard for you to change it to what they're saying you need to change it to. Is there any option that we could have that would make it easier for you?
No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been complaining.
Well, sure you
I-
can.
I suppose I could unplug it, I just feel like that's not exactly what they
No, I know.
were saying.
No, I agree it isn't.
And I guess I would hate to forget to unplug it one day and have them come in when a volunteer is working and, ding us after they've already warned us to fix it.
So Catherine, when you say your office area, you mean your
Yes.
back corner, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we'll leave that for you. Okay, down at the bottom, it says, during the inspection, it was observed that items that were trip hazards were lying on the floor. These items should be removed to prevent potential injuries to employees who are working and God, I'm just not be able to read today. Walking in this area. Items that are potential trip hazards but are in active use should be clearly and visibly marked to call attention to the existence of the hazard. Once the items are no longer in active use, they should be properly stored. And it says the library desk area, bags, boxes, blocking path of egress. Now, I'm assuming that that was solved with your cart.
No, this is, again, my desk, my office area.
Oh, up there,
Yeah, they're gone. I
Okay.
moved them.
Yeah,
okay. I just thought it was the desk area up in the front where you got the cart.
No, they actually were pretty nice to us. There's a extension cord that goes from the catalog computer behind the picture books and into my office area. I don't know if you remember, that was your solution to an electrical issue. I'm feeling like they would not have been happy with that had they noticed it, since they said extension cords are only supposed to be for temporary use.
Well, what's
and there
temporary?
is no place to plug that in, right?
No,
Right,
we'd have to put a new outlet.
right.
So I'm thinking
And we
they,
have to call an electrician, and I understand getting an electrician takes like, I don't know, 8 months, something like
oh, is
that.
that right?
That's what I heard,
Yeah.
that it's impossible to find an electrician and a plumber, right? And they're both incredibly expensive.
Well,
That's-
they always are.
Right.
So I think they were much more lenient with us than they could have been.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well, if they only come once every, 100 years, we're all set, we won't be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're feeling like everything's under control?
Yes.
Okay, good, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, we have the conference coming up on May 10th. I'm happy.
Oh, yes, right, yes. Yes, I sent them a check.
Yep,
Right.
I saw that in the treasurer's report.
Yes.
So I can meet everybody out here at 7:30 in the morning and drive,
Sure.
because we're just going to Concord. That's nice, so that's back. Okay. Okay, the last thing we have is, that I know of,
Well, wait, Marty, have you paid them?
yes, it was
Oh.
in the treasurer's report. Why don't we come back to going into non-public after we do new business? And that way then we're done with it and everybody can go home. Is that all right with everybody if we just skip non-public to the end?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Catherine, do you have anything for new business?
No?
Okay. Marty?
I do.
Ooh,
Guess what?
what?
I saw Emmett the other day, and I pointed out to him exactly where they are. That's why, because Emmett came to see me, and he said, I can't find the
The marker.
marker on this side. And as soon as we looked, right, it was right there.
Hmm.
So, anyway, and he said he would do it, but who knows when. I mean, he said he would try and do it, like, when did I see him? I think it might have been yesterday or the day before. So, who knows? It might be the next time you come, you might actually find the library, because there'll be signs.
Did you notice? the
Yes,
signs?
I
And
noticed,
the one out
yes.
there,
Yeah.
which I think is a little confusing, because that says library and that says library, and you're not gonna get in that door.
Right.
So far, nobody's rung the doorbell to be asked to be let in.
Well, that's good.
If I heard a doorbell and I was on duty, I don't know what I would do if I heard a doorbell.
What
Go
I
open the
do,
door.
the rare times that has happened, is I just pop my head out our
Yeah.
door and see
Yeah.
if it's somebody who really does
Yeah.
need to get into the library. But
Okay.
it would be nice to get a little, like, just a small wheelchair picture for out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if a small one exists. I was just thinking that might make it less confusing? Why there's a sign for the library?
Yeah, oh, it's big.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess everybody that lives in town knows which door to go in anyway, so. Okay, Marty, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Leslie?
Yes, Marty, do you still have, oh, I don't know what I wanna do about this. I bought Jim a $50 gift card,
Yeah,
but he
well-
never spoke.
Right,
But I'm still out $53.88,
Oh,
so,
that's too bad.
yeah, right.
so, yeah, you should pay me. And
Right.
then I'll have a
And then-
$50
right,
gift card
yeah,
for
gift
somebody
card
in
for
the
it.
bank,
Right, okay,
okay?
all
So
right,
do you need another receipt?
yes,
Okay.
okay.
This is a copy of my receipt
Okay,
because I
that's-
gave you my receipt last
Right.
time.
I'd
Okay.
probably have it,
All
but,
right.
And that makes perfect sense, Leslie. I buy gift certificates for the 1,000 books before kindergarten, so I have one on hand if somebody actually finishes.
Right.
So I buy them.
This
in
is the second time this has
expectation.
happened. I have a curse over me when it comes to Jim Ramanet
Oh.
because it's happened to
Right.
me 2 times in
Yeah.
a row. And this time I took Marty down with him. Air conditioners.
so you didn't get 2 of these gift certificates, there wasn't one for me?
Yeah, sorry. No, I didn't. No, but I did do a thank you for you for, because your seed presentation,
Oh,
I had saved Jim's thank you from the time before. I read it, it was still fine. I put his gift card in there. So I said, well, Marty needs a thank you, so I did you a thank you too. And they're both underneath my blotter at home.
You could have just crossed out Jim's name and wrote Marty's name in.
Celebration bags are all set. Peg, I got in touch with Peg this morning. I was wondering if anybody watched the recorded workshop primer on transcribing historical documents. It was a recommendation. Oh, it was an email. I try to review the emails before we come so that all those little hanging things that we discuss in the emails. Well, anyway, nobody did, so that's okay. Home delivery and mulch. I wanted permission, please, to buy 6 bags of chocolate colored mulch. Cloverdale has red. They said that I can order what I put out there
Yeah.
last time. Do you remember how many bags you got, Marty? the
I think I
first
probably
time?
got 3.
Okay, and John got 2, so I'd like
Okay.
6.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was
Okay.
really thin in some spots, and like, if the wind blew, then you saw the black plastic, and that drives me crazy, so.
So what do you know about using that chocolate colored mulch?
What do I know about it?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because he had there, besides having that, that reddish,
Yeah,
right, he also had he had the plain mulch.
this year?
He has it right now.
Oh, I wonder if he got it in since I called him.
Well, this was not chocolate colored.
Oh, when you say plain, is it just like a brown?
Yeah, it's just, right, it's just,
It's not colored.
right.
Oh, I don't
Right.
know if mine was colored or not, but it was more brown than it was red, so I ended up calling it chocolate.
Yeah, because I believe that those stuff in colors are dyed, and I don't know, do you have any idea?
Well,
whether-
it's supposed to be organic. The
Is it?
stuff from that what is it, from Maine or, it's from
Well,
Vermont?
that was the stuff that he had there in that plain stuff. It said it was Maine mulch.
Oh, it did say it was Maine.
Yeah.
Because the Vermont stuff that I was looking at online, which I was trying to find it without your help, do you know what I mean? So I was looking online,
Yeah.
what did it look like, what did it look like? And I think I decided it was the Vermont, but, I thought it was Maine, but I think John thought it was Vermont, something like that.
But even so, I mean, I'm still wondering, you're saying it's organic. Is there anything in that dye That's what I'm.
Probably. I didn't realize there was dye.
I
But
think-
the red must be dyed, right?
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, is the chocolate colored one also dyed? I don't know,
Probably.
yeah, and I just don't know if.
I just didn't wanna cover the brown that still shows out there with a red. That's what I didn't wanna do. I wanted to get the most for my money and
Mhm.
have the mulch in the front garden's like totally gone. It totally went into the soil.
Right,
But over there underneath the bushes, the brown still
Mhm.
shows, or the clear, and it's not clear, but
yeah,
the uncolored.
yeah. I mean, it's, as soon as we decide, what, I'll just get it and I'll bring it
Okay.
here,
Okay,
and I'll just leave
dump
them.
it. Yeah, just dump it and send me a text and I'll come
Right.
down and spread
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'd also like 1 can of the, whatever we used on the bench. John went down cellar.
What did he
Teak.
use? Yes, teak
Teak.
oil, yes,
And
okay,
he said that there's a little bit left, but definitely not enough to do the bench.
Okay.
So I'd like a can of
Yes.
teak oil, please.
all right, so, okay, so I'll,
You get the mulch,
okay, and I-
6 bags of mulch,
okay,
and I'll get the teak oil.
okay, so then I'll have to reimburse you for the teak oil.
Okay. And Leslie and Marty. We'll
Okay.
divide that up.
So again, what are we doing with the mulch?
We're gonna get the, I'm gonna start calling it clear now, but it's not clear, the
The
uncut,
undyed.
not the red.
Okay, not the dyed, okay.
Yeah, plain, you
Yeah,
called it plain.
right, it is plain, and it's pretty much like what's on there.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So I'll get them probably either tomorrow or, I'll probably get them on Friday.
Okay, so, oh, and I had one more thing, but it's escaped me. Darn it. Oh, I just remembered. There was an email about Spanish books for the prison and, do you remember an email about
Yeah.
Spanish books? I was just wondering if we should put that out on Facebook and ask the community if there's any Spanish, let the community know that we're collecting Spanish books for that cause.
Prison.
The prison in Berlin,
Yeah.
just do a wider search than it just kind of went to us. How
I
do you
think
feel?
things like that usually are for the other libraries to look at. If we had people, so we would be a deposit place for people's donations? And where
Yeah, I
would-
was just
Where
trying,
would we store them?
I-
I can't imagine
Hey,
we'd get more.
really, it's not like we're gonna get a whole lot,
Yeah. And how do we arrange for the person who is overseeing this to get them?
well, we have the email, so,
Is she in Berlin? Or up in
I
up in
brought
the North
the
Country?
email, if I can just find it, hold on, that's not it. Spanish books, here it
I mean,
is.
I had seen it, it did not seem like something I wanted to pursue.
Okay. Request sent to the New Hampshire Library Association. I've collected leftover library seal books from Freedom and other towns. Where the heck is Freedom? How far?
North.
Okay. As you were, there are not many books in Spanish in New Hampshire. If your library has any you are willing to donate, I will have a box and a sign up at the New Hampshire Library Conference in Concord. So it would be, that's almost too quick to do it, right? If we collected them until May 10th and then could bring them to the conference and deliver. That's not a hard thing to deliver them at the conference. Or just let it go. Am I overzealous here?
Don't you just let the word know that we're looking for Spanish books?
Well, that's what she is
Yeah.
suggesting, that we
Right.
put it on
And
the
so-
Facebook page.
Yeah, and then, so
And have the
we
cutoff,
can just put them on the stage, for
The six
for a
of
couple
them.
of weeks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if a lot of books turn up, then I'll bring the truck. but I don't think there'll be that many
I
Spanish.
don't know, but it's
Right.
spring, people might be looking at, what am I gonna do with all these?
Spanish books.
Yeah.
Right.
So I deleted the email when I read it. Could you send it back to me, please?
Oh, sure, I will, Catherine, and thank you for doing that. Send Catherine email, Spanish, Facebook. Okay, I will. And I will be responsible for bringing them to the New Hampshire. And that's May 10th, so maybe our cutoff should be May 9th.
Or whenever the last day that the library is open?
Okay,
Before that?
yes, yes, good idea. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, there was a question, and I think I know the answer to this, on the trustees listserv, about how many libraries are, because Juneteenth is now a federal holiday.
What's Juneteenth?
Is it really an actual, a
Yes,
holiday where,
It's a federal holiday.
where offices are closed?
I don't know about that part, I just know it's
Yeah, I
a
don't
federal
know.
holiday.
It's not like it's Christmas Day,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
Well,
Is there a specific date, Juneteenth?
I think it's the 19th.
Well,
yes, it is.
Yeah, but is this gonna be a Monday holiday?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know anything about it. I don't think the federal government is particularly on par with this either, as far as information.
Juneteenth is when the last
Yeah, Texas.
freed slaves learned that they were free
Yeah, the
In
ones in
Texas.
Texas.
in Texas.
Texas.
Oh, okay, June 19th, all right.
So your question is?
It's
no
on a
doubt,
Sunday, are we gonna
Oh.
close?
I think only if the state declares it a holiday, right?
Okay.
I
'Cause
have no
don't we
preference.
generally just go by the state holidays?
No,
No? Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Where we
Easter
came up-
isn't a state holiday, is it?
No.
Easter, but that's Easter Sunday, anyway.
Well, this is a Sunday,
What?
June 19th.
Yeah, I
is
know,
it?
but,
Easter is a big thing.
yeah.
If state, considers the holiday, do you want another day off, Catherine?
I never complain about one, but I wasn't,
Right.
I think it's wonderful that it is even up for discussion here today. But I never, when I realized it was a federal holiday, I did not expect that it
Why
would be a
don't you-
holiday here.
You've got your little consortium of other libraries in the area. Why don't you pose it to
Be
them?
interesting to
Do
see.
you
yeah.
just want it for the libraries in the area or the whole
Well,
state?
you can pose it to
I mean,
the state
it's
if
just
you
as
want.
easy to ask
Okay,
yeah.
statewide.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
okay.
Because this is April, so we'll still be meeting in May. So if a
Mhm.
majority of them are going to be closed on a Sunday, that are normally open on a Sunday, not ones that are closed on a Sunday anyway. Sure.
So as I said, I think it's cool that you are even bringing it up for discussion.
Well,
I know we probably have, one black family or in town, but it's still important, I guess.
well, it's kind of like Indigenous Day, getting rid
Well-
of Columbus Day to Indigenous.
Well, but actually, Martin Luther King Day, which is a holiday, it's a state holiday, right? Because
Okay.
Martin Luther King Day now it's a Monday holiday, right?
Right.
We're not actually going by his birthday.
Right.
It's
And
a
that-
federal holiday.
But yes.
And we're not,
But
we don't celebrate Martin Luther King, we celebrate something
No,
else.
no, we are,
Civil
no,
Rights
we
Day,
are.
no, we do.
Right.
We were
It was-
the
we were the-
last state
Right.
to
'cause
do that.
We were having it was called
Civil
Civil
Rights
Rights Day.
Day.
Oh, and they
Right.
finally changed it.
Finally,
Okay.
it was in the 90s that it became Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around, I thought it was Martin Luther King Day and then it got changed to
No.
Civil Rights Day.
No, because actually, the state was not taking it as a holiday.
Right.
We were still having it being the fast day,
Yes.
which was
I remember
in
that.
April.
Yeah.
And then they finally decided that it really wasn't necessary to have a fast for, who was the governor? It was one of the colonial governors, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you can find out what you can find out, Kat.
Sure.
It'll be interesting. Okay, if,
I just
Sorry.
wanted to go back to what you had put down under director's report.
Mhm.
You were asking about having it on the library website. And I put February's on, and I just realized yesterday when I went looking for it that I had not put March on.
okay,
So I tried, I don't know how to do it. If I put March on, it replaces February. So I have an email in to the people who explained to me how to put February on in the first place,
Okay.
telling them my problem.
okay,
And so hopefully by our next meeting, I'll have it fixed.
okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, is there anything else before we go into non-public? Okay, then I move that we go into non-public. I need a second.
I second it.
All in
Hold on.
favor?
59,
Aye.
Nancy, aye.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go shut off the
Leslie, Nancy, Leslie, second.